This is 2 Sanity, and this is my Nightblade build for PvP Firesong. Let's get right into it. Let's buff up, hit a few of these little things here, hit a potion, okay, and then I'm going to do this real quick. Boom, we have about 5,800 spell damage, 46% crit. This goes way up. Both of them do. Almost 52 already. Oh, because I hit the poison. Okay, so this is what it's going to be right here. Okay, for the weapon critical, really good stuff. Now our penetration is going to go up because we have major breach. Okay, and let's take another peek at this physical and spell resist real quick. We have about 29k on the spell resist and about 24k on the physical resist. And the crit resist is a little bit under 2k. That's okay. We have minor unnerving, so we're okay. We're good. All right. Recoveries are also going to go up a little bit as well. But all right, let's get into the character sheet. So I am a Khajiit. Okay, really good stuff. This is going to be a lot of crit damage and a lot of critical healing. Okay, really good stuff. And then we go down here, and we have the Shadow Mundus. Critical damage, critical healing. Really good. Now, I went with stage 4 vamp, and I'll get into that in a few minutes. But just make sure you go stage 4 vamp, okay? And red Frothgar for the food. That's max health and about 451 mag recovery. Really, really good stuff, okay? Attributes is 50 in the mag, 14 into health, okay? So let's get into the sets. Let's go into the sets next. Okay. We have a 2-piece Baylord. Okay. Impen and Impen. Got a health on one, stamina on the other. Just kind of, matched them up how I could to get the resources I wanted. Okay. Trainee chest. Reinforced. That's going to give you more resistances. Okay. And next we're going to have Senshi's belt. Okay. Senshi's is a really good set, and people don't really like that you have to roll dodge, but when you really go into PvP, like that's all you really do on a Nightblade is you kind of like roll dodge, get a little heal, you kind of like you're moving around, so it's like you're always going to do it anyway, so why not get a massive bonus to your healing and your damage? So it also gives me a little bit of stamina recovery too, which I like, which is pretty slick. But I run it on the back bar as an ice staff, infused. See, this is how I get that 452 extra weapon and spell damage by just light attacking, right? But I also get 10% crit damage buff from Minor Brittle. Okay? Really good stuff. Okay? Order's Wrath on the front bar, Nirnhoned, and Precise. Okay? I want the axes. I want that crit damage done. Alright? And then we got a Draining Poison for Prophecy. This is going to give us weapon and spell critical rating, lower their spell critical and weapon critical rating, as well as our minor unnerving and the weapon critical as well. So a really good poison to have on your front bar. Okay, I'll show you the pieces here are all divine. I go Order's Wrath, Senshi's. You can kind of slot it however you want, but that's it right there. Senshi's, Order's Wrath. Let's go to the jewelry. I haven't even upgraded this. It's so strong. When you see me doing like all those 20k exes and all that stuff, I'm literally in this blue gear. This is the same build that you're seeing in those clips. So it's really, really strong. 2 infused and 1 swift with the recovery. These 2 are both weapon damage and then 1 recovery. Really good stuff. Okay, let's get into the champion points. Alright. Blue tree, we got Backstabber, Fighting Finesse, Deadly Aim, Master at Arms. Okay, real good stuff. We're going with just nasty crit damage multipliers, and we're stacking just all multipliers. We don't need. We're somewhat tanky. Like realistically, we're kind of tanky, and we have invisibility, so we can kind of just like boom, step to the side. We have trolley, survivability, so I want all damage for sure. Okay. Red, this is where I put recoveries in. Slippery, I want to automatically break free. Remember, we're not super tanky, but we troll our survivability. So slippery, automatically break free, plus strong stam recovery. Okay, it's about 370. I mean, sustain 370 stam recovery worth of break free. It's really strong. We go into here. If we have any effects on us, we're getting 150 health, mag, and stam recovery through sustained by suffering. Okay. Go to the next one. I go in here, I go celerity. It's 10% movement speed. I want to be really quick. Okay? And here's a really good one. Since I'm stage 4 vamp, right? Let's get into it. I'm stage 4 vampire. So whenever I sprint, I go invisible. I disappear. But I sprint and it costs no stam. So it basically saves my stam while also giving me 500 mag recovery. So it's just godly sustained all around full circle. Really strong stuff. Really good stuff. Okay, let's move on. One more tree I want you to take a peek at. This is right here. I go down here and I do reduce the movement speed penalty of sneak by 5% per stage. That's 25% reduced cost. We also have, reduced cost from vampire. Okay, then we got out of sight. Reduce the radius you can be detected by 1 meter. This allows you to kind of be like right next to people and go invisible and just kind of step to the side of them where you don't have to run away. You just go invisible 1 second so that you can just keep hitting them or stun them, It's really good stuff. And then, let's see, there's something else in here. There's something else. Oh, this one right here. The potions, if you're on PC like me, the potions are starting to get really ridiculous, like on the cost of alchemy mats and everything. So I went ahead and put liquid efficiency. And then we got Rationer. It's pretty good for, food, so you don't have to maintain it as much. And Steed's Blessing. So out of combat, movement speed is up by 20%. It's really good stuff, guys. Let's go into the skills. Let's take a peek at the skills, show you kind of how I get down on this thing, okay? So let's go to the back bar first. We got Phantasmal Escape. This makes my roll dodge cost nothing. That's why I have such godly sustain. My sprint costs like nothing, and then even my roll dodge costs nothing. It's godly sustain. It lets me focus more on like just mag sustain and just doing damage, which is really good. And then you get a little removal and immunity, which is really good. And then your major evasion. Okay. Next we got vigor. Really good stuff. That's your minor resolve, your strong heal. Here comes your burst heal, healthy offering. Really strong. It's strong because it gives you the minor mending as well. So really good. Now we got shadowy disguise. You can use dark cloak. I switch it up all the time. It literally does not matter. I only use the shadowy just to like troll more. Just to kind of like troll more and get like a little bit more multiplier with the vampire. If I was just going to kind of like stay with dark cloak, I wouldn't even do vampire. But the fact that I'm getting the bonus to another ability from leaving stealth and the vampire, I was like, man, might as well just stack it real thick, make it real trolly. So shadowy disguise, all good stuff. Okay. Now I have Reaper's Mark. A lot of people sleep on this. A lot of people on Nightblade don't use this, but this is your major breach. But you're also getting the berserk. So as soon as you kill someone, you can kill a little NPC. You can kill anything on the ground. It doesn't matter. And you can get like free berserk. So it's really strong. And then my back bar ult, like my secondary, is just soul tether. In case like a couple people try to dog you down, you just kind of like heal and get away. It makes you kind of unkillable, to be honest. Let's go to the front bar. All right, here we go. Camel Hunter. That's my minor berserk. That's my critical rating. Okay, really good stuff for both crit ratings too. Okay. Then I got my ranged execute, impale. Hits really hard. Hits like 16 to 20k on average. Okay. And it's ranged, so you can sit there and just keep hitting it. People will try to run from you after like you burst them. They'll like roll dodge and sprint. You just wait and keep hitting this, and it doesn't matter if they run or not. They still get hit because it has a 28 meter range on the Eggsy. Really strong. Really good stuff. Okay. Then we got our Merciless Resolve. This is the stronger morph. It heals you. If you're in range, it'll heal you for 50% of that damage done. It hits for like 30, 32k. you know, especially because you have multipliers for your healing. It's really, really strong. Okay, that's your burst, by the way. Moving on. Got power extraction. I went with the stand morph because it does disease damage, right? Now we have major and minor defile. You'll see because I have my soul harvest here morph. Okay, so now we have major and minor defile. You'll see that I'll bust people down, I'll break them down, and then you just kind of like sit there. And most people will be like, why don't they heal? You see them hitting vigor, you see them hitting rally, hitting everything, and their health bar just doesn't move. It's so strong. Okay, but it also reduces their weapon damage through minor not minor courage. What is it? Cowardice. Yeah. So it just absolutely destroys their healing with all three of those effects, you know, on them. So really good. And then our spammable concealed weapon. This is what we're just kind of gonna heavy attack and just, you know, burst into them. This is the ability I was saying gives you the big bonus whenever you leave stealth. It's 10% damage done. It's just too big of a multiplier for me to sit there and just take the healing. When the healing's, you know, the healing morph is great. It's really strong, but my healing's already cracked, and I'm like, I might as well take advantage of the fact that I'm a vampire and this, you know, move right here together. That's just so much damage, so that's what I went with. And then Soul Harvest. And like I said, I went with this for the defile. So now we have major and minor defile. Okay. Really, really good stuff. So let us go into the tips. Make sure that, you know, stay buffed up. I like to do a lot of heavy attacks with the ice staff because the ice staff will give you a damage shield. Remember, you can block with it too. So if you do get caught, hit block, you know, boom, hit your little heal, hit your burst heal. Roll dodge now that it's free roll dodge cost because you've been hit enough times, right? And then you go boom, stealth real quick right next to them. Now you have the 3%, you know, detection that they can't see you while you're right next to them, basically. And then boom, go right back to doing damage. It's really good stuff, man. This build is just absolutely cracked. Make sure that you light attack with your back bar as well. Get a lot of weaves in there for the weapon damage. It's like a whole nother set because we're using infused. And you get the brittle. Okay, 10% damage done on crit. Really good stuff. Okay, I'm going to send you off to some gameplay. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support, and holler at your boy on the next video. I'm out. Peace.